welcome to another online Grace Creative session. My name is Desiree and I'm the director of Grace, and we're super excited that you have chosen to join us today and do another session with us. This week what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a plantable paper letter, and this week we're kind of taking to just honor loved ones or estranged family members that we might have. This has definitely been a hard year of loss for a lot of people, so we just wanted to take a week just to honor people that we've either lost or maybe even have become or been estranged from. So this is definitely going to be a little bit of a heavier session. So just as a disclaimer, if at any point in time you get triggered, feel free to either pause this video, come back to it when you're emotionally ready, or you don't have to do this project at all if you don't want to. But this was something that I thought would be therapeutic for those who are ready, definitely therapeutic for myself as well. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking plantable seed paper, and I've put a little note on here that says, "Dear blank, you may be far away, too far for me to hold or speak to face, but I want you to know that ... And you can write this letter to whoever it is that you feel like you want to speak to, and then we're going to plant it in this bowl and watch our words grow and create something beautiful. So that's kind of the idea behind this week's session. Again, if this is too heavy for you, or you just don't feel ready to deal with this, that's okay. But we just want to create an opportunity for those who might want to express themselves in this way. So I'm going to start off with the materials that we need in order to do this project, and then I'll kind of walk you through quickly just a step-by-step on this project. So in order to do this project, the first thing that you're going to need is plantable seed paper. I just bought this on Amazon.com, but you can get it out of a lot of major retailers. You can also make your own, which I thought would be a fun activity for the future. But we're not going to be doing that today. So you'll need some plantable seed paper. You'll also need some potting soil. I just got this from Home Depot for $5.99, so not too expensive. It's just a regular potting mix. You're also going to need some gloves so we don't get our hands dirty, a pen so you can write your letter, and then you're going to need a small pot. So for this activity, I'm just going to be using this small little tray. That's just what we had, but you don't need to plant the seeds too deep for this, so this one will work just fine, but you can use really any size pot or whatever you have laying around. You can even plant your letter outside in the garden. But yeah, that's everything that you need in order to do this project. So go ahead and set up your area, and I will dig into the first step. So the first step of this project is just going to be to write your letter on the plantable paper. So just grab your pen or pencil or whatever writing utensil that you have in the plantable paper, and just spend a few minutes thinking about who it might be that you want to write to, and maybe spend 10 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, however long it is that you feel like you need to write your thoughts and your feelings to them, and I will come back with the next step. So the next step of this project, after you've got your letter written, is going to be to fold up your letter so that it fits inside of the pot. So if you're planting this in a larger pot, you don't have to fold it as many times, or if you're planting it outside, you can just lay it down flat. But for this project, since we're planting it in this bowl, I'm going to fold it down so that it fits inside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of water, and I'm just going to soak the paper So the seeds being wet is a crucial part of this process because that's how they're going to germinate. So just put a little bit of water in there and just soak that letter until it's wet all the way through, like this, and then you're just going to set it aside. Now the next step, you're going to need to put one of your gloves on. I just put one glove since we're not dealing with too much dirt here. And then you're going to take your potting soil, and if you got a kit from us, you should have a pre-measured out amount that will fit perfectly, but you're going to pour about 3/4 of the soil into the little pot and just kind of spread it out. Pack it down a little bit. There's a little bit of water at the bottom. That's good. It's going to soak it up in the soil. And then you're going to take that letter and lay it down on the top. And then you're going to pour the remaining amount of mixture over the top of the letter. So reading the instructions for this paper, it needs to be under about 1/8 of an inch of soil. So not super heavy on the top soil. Again, just like 1/8 of an inch is enough. You want the seeds to be kind of near the top so that they germinate and they sprout rather quickly. But you're just going to pour, like I said, the rest of that soil over the top here. Kind of pack it down. And then when you're done with that, you're just going to take your water and you're going to pour it over the top here. And that way the water is getting through hopefully all the way to the bottom. Just again, take your glove, kind of pack that down. You don't need it to be sopping wet, but just kind of moist. So that completes this part of the project. So now that you've got your letter planted, the next step of this project and the final step is going to be to find a sunny place where you can let your letter rest. This is going to need about 12 to 14 hours of sunlight, direct sunlight per day. So you might want to set it outside or in a windowsill where it gets a lot of direct sun. And then you're going to need to keep the soil moist. And the germination period is about 7 to 10 days. So just keep an eye on it and keep it moist, keep it in the sun, and wait for your words to sprout. So yeah, pretty simple project today. We hope that you enjoyed doing this with us and hope that you got something out of it. This is an awesome activity that you can do anytime. If you're feeling like you need to express something or say something to someone. Plantable paper is awesome because it's biodegradable, it's not wasteful, and it's super easy to make. So you might have to stay tuned for a future Grace Creative session where we actually learn how to make plantable paper. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe if you would like to get our updates every time we post a new video. And we are still looking for 5 Grace 2020 donors. We've gotten 5 in the last few weeks as we've been working toward our Grace 2020 campaign. Again, your $20 a month donation goes to helping girls who are either being trafficked, exploited, or at risk. And yeah, we super appreciate your guys' help and your love and support of these girls here in San Diego. And we hope that you are blessed and safe and taking care of your loved ones in this season. We'll see you next time.